guys, it's Jessie. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Today we have a super fun one, and basically I'm going to be trying to predict the nominees and winners of the 2023 Goodreads Choice Awards. So I'm going to be doing this for mystery, thriller and romance, as they are the two genres that I read the most. They are the two categories I'm going to be doing videos reading all of them for, and yeah, basically that is what we're going to be predicting because that is where my intense knowledge lies. So I'm going to be doing the mystery, thriller, reading the top 10 as like that is going on, so that'll be out at the start of December, and then at the start of January I'm going to do reading the romance nominees. So yeah, I always have fun doing my Goodreads videos, so I thought it would be fun to do a little prediction video. I have seen Ashley from Ashley's Little Library and Meg from Meg with Books do mystery thriller predictions. My predictions I think are quite similar to Meg's, but I haven't actually seen anyone do romance yet, so I'm going to start with romance and then we'll move on to mystery thriller, and we're going to be doing this in the super scientific way. I've done a lot of research in its books I've heard of and books that I think are going to be in there, just like off the top of my head really, and according to Goodreads. So it's very efficient, very scientific, and you basically can't argue with me because like it's fact. So yeah, that is what we're going to be doing. So first things first, I'm going to screen record my screen so you guys can see as I kind of like formulate this list. We can kind of do it together rather than me just kind of like chatting to you about what I think is going to be in there. So I'm recording now and I have my little graphic here, which is basically going to be what I'm using to go through this. So firstly, I think obviously Happy Place. That is my God, am I giving this away straight away? This is one I think is going to win. Book Lovers won last year and I think Happy Place is significantly better, and I think it's more well received. It's got a 4.8 and 516,000 ratings, so I definitely think this is the winner, to be honest. So that's going straight there in my top 10 for romance. I think, what else do I think is going to be on there? I think Love Theoretically. Ali Hazelwood is a very popular author, and I mean I do love her books anyway. This is probably in my top. Like I think I would vote for Happy Place if I was picking, but yeah, this would be up there as like another top choice for me, so I think that's definitely up there. I think unfortunately for me, one of Lucy Score's books is going to be on there, which I don't enjoy reading too much. Okay, so Things We Hide from the Light is published this year, as well as Things We Left Behind. So Things We Hide from the Light has got a significantly higher amount of ratings, so I think one of these books is going to be on there. You can't have multiple books from the same series, so I think I'm going to go with Things We Hide from the Light just because it's been out longer, it's got more ratings. I know it's lower, like average rating, but that's probably just because the amount of ratings rather than, I don't know, book quality I guess. And I think this one was better received as well, I believe, if I'm correct. So that's also going into my top 10. I think an Anna Huang book will be in there, but I don't think it might be in the top 10. I think it might just reach like the very like kind of, I think it will sit between like 8th and 12th place maybe, so I'm going to put it not in the top 10. So she's got King of Greed, that's not got very many, oh that's not even published yet. So the Kings of Wrath series, she has King of Pride, which has got 81,000 ratings. I'm gonna put it in there, but that's like maybe more of a tentative one, so that's going to be the first one that's just in the top 20. I think Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez will be on there, and I think this might be towards the bottom of the top 10. I think this should be in the top 10 because I think Part of Your World just didn't make it in, and she has definitely grown in popularity in the last year I think, so I think this is going to make it into the top 10. And do I think Once More with Feeling? I think Once More with Feeling might be on there. I know this has had like mixed reviews, but I love this one. I literally gave it 5 stars. I think this might be towards the bottom of the top 20. This is kind of just repeats of the authors last year though, that's the thing. So I don't know, because these are like the most popular, you know, viral I guess romance book authors. I don't know if they'd want to mix it up so they don't have like a super repetitive list, but then also I feel like maybe that will just be the case. Meet Me at the Lake, I don't know how many reviews that's got, 136,000. I think that also might make it on, so let's whack that one on there. I don't think that's making the top 10. I don't know, because I feel like people could vote for it just because they liked the first one, but I'm going to put it tentatively in the top 20 rather than the top 10 for now. So what I'm going to do is actually go to the Choice Awards from last year and see if any of the other authors have had a release that I have missed. I don't think Colleen Hoover's released anything. We've got these Ashley Herring Blake, I don't know if she's released something. Maybe it's Astra Parker Doesn't Fail. Did that come out this year? No, that was 2022, and this one's not out yet, so I don't think she's published anything. Lauren Asher, I don't think her new series has come out, and if so it hasn't. Oh no, Final Offer came out this year. That will definitely be on there, that was very popular. I think, what's this got, 150,000? Yeah, I definitely think this will be in the top 10 This was very highly rated. What else? Tessa Bailey. I don't think she's come out with anything this year that was... Oh, she had Secretly Yours. That's only got 80... That's got less than 3.5. That won't be on there. This one's got 3.8. Unfortunately Yours. It's only 45 ratings, 45,000 ratings. I don't think she's going to be on there. That might be a bit, you know, that might be a bit presumptive, but I really haven't heard anything about these, so I'm not going to put it on. I don't know whether that is silly of me, but I'm just not going to include that one. Abby Jimenez we've already got on here. Awake Mezi, I don't know if she's posted anything new or published anything new. No, she hasn't. Katie Robert, I have not heard anything about. Okay, there's this one, but that one's only got 26,000, and again I haven't heard anything about it, so I'm not going to include that. Oh, I think The Long Game, sorry I'm skipping, I think Catherine Center could be on there, and I think Elena Armas might also be on there. So Catherine Center, I think she posted Hello Stranger. Yeah, that's been quite popular. Oh, it's only got 43,000, but I think so it was Book of the Month. I think it's quite popular, so I'm going to include that. And like I said, The Long Game by Elena Armas, I've seen a lot about that. Oh, okay, it's only got 17,000, but I do think it came out quite recently. Yeah, it came on 5th of September, so it's only been out a month and a bit, and it's already got 17,000. So I actually think I am going to include this, but in the bottom half. Again, we haven't got any new authors in here, so I'd love to see someone that wasn't nominated last year, maybe. And then towards these ones at the bottom, I'm not going to include because they obviously didn't get very many ratings. I'm going to go back a couple of years, just maybe to 2020, to see if anyone on here may have anything. More Emily Henry, yeah. Talia Hibbert, her latest release I believe was YA, so won't be on here. Christina Lauren, I think the second book in this series, The True Love Experiment, might be nominated. I really love this one actually. 74,000 at a 4.19. I do think that might be on there. I'm going to put this maybe in the top half actually. I'm going to speed up me just looking through this because it might take a while, so fast forwarding now. Okay, I was thinking of putting in The Wake Up Call. It's only got 3,700 ratings. It did come out about a month ago, but I still don't think it's kind of got a high enough rating to pull it through. I feel like that could drop quite quickly, so I'm not actually going to be including that one by Beth O'Leary. And then I'm just trying to find kind of the lists that Goodreads makes. So we've got this list here, which I have looked through before, and I'm going to use this one for mystery thriller as well to help get some info. But I'm going to scroll down to romance. Happy Place got romantic comedy, that could be on there. X's and O's maybe. And oh, Liz Tomford, she has been quite popular, hasn't she? So we'll pull up these ones just to have a look at them. So Right Move number 2, this is definitely a lot more popular than the first one. 2023 100, yeah, this is definitely going to be on there. I've heard the first one's really bad, but yeah, this is a lot of ratings and a very high average rating, so yeah, that will definitely be on there. I think in the top 10 as well. So then we have X's and O's. This one's only got 22,000, came out the 10th of January, but I have heard good things about Emilia. I know she's reasonably popular, I guess. Set on You, I didn't get that high. This is a potential. I think I'm going to put it tentatively kind of towards the bottom half. Like I feel like this could be around where like Dating Dr. Dill was last year maybe. And romantic comedy, that's actually got a lot of ratings, so I think that might be on there as well. This was Book of the Month I think, so that's probably why. And yeah, that's reasonably high, so I will include that. Maybe I'll put it in the top. Actually, I don't think it's going to get, I think it's been read a lot, but I don't think it has like a cult following, I guess, so I'm going to put it in the bottom half, actually, maybe slightly controversially. I realise I've left space in the middle for a top winner choice, so I've done 9 on this side and I've done 9 on this side, and that's not going to fit, but it's fine, we'll ignore that. So 2023 romance releases, just kind of googling some more. Oh, Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. I definitely think that could be one. Did she have When in Rome as well? Was that this year too? When in Rome 2022, Practice Makes Perfect was 2023. I think that's going to be on the list. It's only got 66,000, but I think 4.07 is good, and I've heard a lot of people talk about it, so I think that's on the list as well. Am I going to put it in the top half or the bottom half? You know, I think people like this series. I think, actually no, if I'm putting Anna Hoy in here, I think she's more popular than Sarah Adams, so I'm going to put this in here. Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey didn't have very high ratings. Just trying to find ones that I've heard of, because I feel like I've always kind of heard of most of them. Oh, Lynn Painter. Was this YA? That's the only thing that I might think of. If it's YA, then it might not be on there. Romance Contemporary. Oh no, this says adult. Okay, I think this will be on there too because she's very popular. I think like people loved Better Than a Movie, so I think they might vote for her for this. And yeah, it's not coming up as YA, so I'm gonna pop that on the list as well. I actually think it might make the top because she's got a lot of name recognizability maybe. I don't know if that's a bit rogue. I'm gonna put her on there. It's not got many, but I think she might get it. I think she might get on there. Not heard of these. Oh, this series by Megan Quinn maybe, and 2023 53,000 maybe. Oh, this one, is this one more popular? Oh, she's published 2 books this year. Okay, I think this could be on there maybe because it's quite popular, so I'm gonna put this in the bottom half of the list. Okay, I've not got much space left. I'm gonna also look at book of the month picks because they often get a lot of ratings and like a high readership, so you often kind of find them in there. So I've got 2 spaces left in here and 1 space left in here. Okay, so what is on here? They don't have any romance for last month, nothing in September for romance. They have You Again. Do they have anything here? Nope. Hello Stranger is already on there, nothing for there. Abby Jimenez we've already got as well. Romantic comedy is also on there already. Historical romance, I don't think that will be included. So I'm looking down this whole video, I'm not even like looking at you guys, but none there. Georgie All Along, I have not heard anything about this, so I'll have a look at that one in a second. And then the January ones, Luna Love, again not heard of it, but we'll give it a go, have a look at it. Anyway, are there any more? The Reunion by Kayla Olson. Okay, interesting. And they do go back to I believe November, but they don't have any there. Okay, so the ones we've got, You Again, I've definitely heard a lot about. So this has got only 11,000 ratings and a 3.67, so that's not too bad. Georgie All Along has got 41,000, which is more than this actually, but it's been out for longer. I've not heard anything about this. I don't know, we'll see. Luna Love has got a 3.51. I don't think that's gonna be on there, that's pretty low. And The Reunion's got 3.52. I don't know if that's going to be on there either. So I think maybe I might put You Again on there because I have actually heard of that one. And I might put this one on there as well, like 41,000. That's not too bad. Came out in January. I've kind of got the space, so I might as well. I'm going to put King of Pride into here because I don't think that's going to be on there. In the lower half, I guess. And then Georgie All Along, I guess I will also include. This one will just sit across here at the bottom. I'm so annoyed that I have not spaced these out correctly. Okay, so I've got 1 more space for like my winner, I guess. So I do think the winner is going to be Happy Place, so I'm just going to put that in here nice and big because I think it's going to win. And that means I've got space here for another one. What do I think is going to be on there? I need to look at ratings for these again. So let's compare. I think these 2 might be on there. So Once More With Feeling. Okay, Once More With Feeling's got 16,000. That's not that many. This one's got 136,000. So yeah, I think that's on here. I'm gonna move that up. Okay, so I've got 1 more space that I can fill in, but I don't know who's gonna be on it. Like, I really don't know what to do for my last choice. What romance books have come out this year that I missed? Maybe I will put Tessa Bailey on there. I don't know, but like, it's quite low. The Nanny, I've heard some stuff about this. Maybe that'll be on there. 2.6, 39,000. You know what, I'm just gonna put it on there. Like, we've got the space. I need to fill up my last slot, so I think that could be on there. And that is my final little one. Okay, so since filming this video, I'm now editing it. Literally been like 2 days. I have come to the realization that I have missed off 3 major books, so I am doing a little amendment to my list to talk about these 3 because I think they're definitely going to be on there and I'd be stupid for not including them. So the first and most obvious one is Reckless by Elsie Silver. This series, the Chestnut Spring series, is insanely popular. It's blown up to insane levels this year, so I think 100% this one is going to be on here. There are 2 that came out this year, Powerless and Reckless, but I am going to be including Reckless because although it has some less ratings, the overall average rating is higher. It's got about 10,000 less ratings. It's got like a significantly higher rating. I think it's like 0.3 higher, which I think is a decent amount, and it's the most recent one, but this kind of could sub in for Powerless. I don't think I will call it a wrong guess if one of them gets it and the other one doesn't, because obviously you can only have one in the series. So this one I definitely think I'm going to be including. Then I have Wildfire by Hannah Grace. This one specifically only has 30,000 ratings, but Icebreaker was so successful. It has like 200,000 ratings, wasn't included last year, has like blown up since. So I think to kind of reflect the virality of this series as a whole, I think Wildfire will be in there, and I definitely think that might get some good votes too. And then finally I have The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. I'm not 100% sure on this, but I think more so than things like Georgie All Along, this will be on the list. This has got like a 4.32 rating and it's got 34,000 ratings, so not overly huge readership, but I do think it's got a lot of like hype around it. A lot of people are talking about it, plus I really enjoyed it, so I'd love for it to be on the list. So yeah, those are a few amendments, and when you see my big diagram of like my list, I have made those amendments to it. So yeah, I just subbed out a couple that had lower readerships really, and I wasn't super confident on, so yeah, sorry for not doing my due diligence at the time, but yeah, those are my little amendments. This is my final little list, I guess. Everything on the left I'm confident is going to be on there in any capacity. The right hand side, a couple of them I'm not so certain about, but I do think there are always some surprises on there. I will say this is a very white female selection. I feel like we don't really have as much diversity. I think it was on the list last year, so I think potentially there could be, hopefully, some other authors that I maybe haven't heard of that might make it a little bit more diverse, because it's always more fun to read diversity, and also just more like debuts as well, rather than kind of the same selection of authors, because this left hand side especially, besides 2, have all been on there last year pretty much. I'm still super excited to eventually see the results. I will do a little reaction to the nominees in my video, but you won't obviously see that to the start of next year. I know, crazy, but I think Happy Place is winning. I think like 2nd to 4th will be like Love Theoretically, Things We Hide from the Light, Right Move, that type of vibe. Final Offer maybe, I think. And yeah, this is my predictions. Let me know what you guys think. If I've missed anything obvious, do let me know, and I'll catch up with you probably just in like 20 minutes or so my time, in no time at all for you guys, once I've charged up my camera battery, to do mystery thriller. Okay, so for mystery thriller, whilst I was absent charging my battery, I basically just gathered together the ones that I think, like just off the top of my head before looking at anything together, just the ones that I thought would probably be in there. So we have a couple. Firstly, None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. I'm pretty sure this is going to be up there, potentially a winner, definitely top 4 vibes for me. Definitely potential winner, I think, here. It's got 4.22 and over 100,000 ratings, and I've heard tons and tons of people talk about it. Lisa Jewell is a reasonably popular thriller author, I believe, so yeah, I definitely think she is going to be in it. So I think not only have people read her stuff, but she's also got name recognizability, so she's defo up there. I also think Riley Sager with None of This Is True also has over 100,000 ratings and over a 4-star. He's been nominated before, and again, another super highly talked about one, so I definitely think he is on there too. And I think also in the top 10, definitely another potential top 4, I think, just like out of what I've been hearing, you know, on the grapevine. I also think I have some questions for you. This has got a decent amount of ratings as well, a bit of a lower average rating, but it's got 71,000. I'm not 100% sure whether it's got the like voting power behind it, like I guess the fans almost, you know what I mean? But I do think like it has potential, so I'm gonna pop it on. I'm gonna currently have it in the top 20. I'm not quite gonna put it in the top 10 just yet, but I'm gonna pop it just here for now. Then we have Alice Feeney's newest release. This one has not got very many ratings at all, considering it has been out for a few months and it's reasonably low, but she definitely has like a name and a fan base behind her, so that's kind of what I'm thinking in terms of her one. So this is Good Bad Girl. I'm gonna put it in the top 20. I don't know if it's gonna make the top 10. I feel like maybe it'll be like 11ish place. I'm not too sure, but I wouldn't mind reading that one for my video. The Last Devil to Die is one that I definitely think is potential for a winner. The Bullet That Missed, which is the 3rd book in this series, came 3rd last year. This one is even more, I think, widely highly rated. It's kind of been deemed as the best in this series, so I definitely think this is up there. I loved it. This one is currently my winner, but again, I've not really read anything from here, to be fair. I've not read too much off the list. Oh, that's the same one again. So yeah, this is a definite top 10 for me, I think, especially because Bullet That Missed was in there last year. So next up, we have The Housemaid's Secret by Freida McFadden. This has got the most amount of ratings that we've seen so far, and it's reasonably high. As you can see here, I did enjoy it, but I have already read it, and I don't mind Freida McFadden's writing. I feel like she does a very good like popcorn thriller, if that makes sense, like something that I just think is a super easy, quick read, but nothing really groundbreaking. I definitely think the first book was better in this series. And the thing about Freida McFadden, we're going slightly off the top of my head ones right now, is that she publishes books like there's no tomorrow. She's like churning them out left, right and center. Like if you look here on the screen now are just her 2022 2023 releases. But what's got me thinking is basically you can have multiple books by the same author if they're not in the same series, which I think might happen with Freida McFadden. However, we had The Housemaid on there last year. It's got 600,000 ratings now. I'm really not sure how many it had at the time. I think she's definitely blown up in the time since then, because like The Inmate and Never Lie, which were both published last year, have got over 200,000 ratings. I am potentially going to put Ward D on here. It's got 82,000 ratings and above a 4-star average rating. I'm going to put it on there. It might be edged out by something, but I'm going to give it a go because I think it could make it on there, because that is a lot of ratings and a reasonably high rating. I'm going to put this one though, however, in the top 20 rather than the top 10. As much as I didn't really love The Housemaid's Secret, I would still be interested in reading Ward D and more from Freida McFadden, because I do think she has like, just like, it's a fun thriller, do you know what I mean? So next up we have The Last Word by Taylor Adams. This one has been getting a lot of hype online, I think. Like I've seen it a lot on Book Talk and such, and I know No Exit is very popular by him. It's got 36,000 ratings, so not all that high, but I think it might be in the top 20, so that's what I'm going to guess for that one, and I am going to bring it in as one of my nominees, I guess. So that is what we have off the top of my head. Very evenly split. I'm very pleased with the way that that looks, very satisfying. So first I'm going to go through the little hit books thing that we saw for the last one, and I'm going to go to mystery thriller. So All the Dangerous Things by Stacey Willingham. She did have a release in the mystery thriller category last year, and it came 4th, I believe, so I definitely think there's potential for that to be in there. What Lies in the Woods by Kate Alice Marshall as well is interesting. Homecoming, I believe, is more historical fiction, so I think it might be shelved in that category instead, so I'm not going to be including that one. Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers, because it's mystery thriller, this one definitely swings a lot heavier mystery, so I think they might want to put that one in there, so it's not just all thrillery, because the ones we've got so far are very thrillery. Besides, I believe, Last Devil to Die, it's all quite thrillery, from what I have heard. Then coming down here, we've got The Maid's Diary. This has got a decent amount of ratings and quite a high average rating, so I'm going to include that one there. Harlan Coben, I believe, is quite popular and quite famous, so I'm going to include that one. Oh, not in a new window though. And then The Bandit Queens, what's that got? 3.9, 21,000. I'm not too sure about that one, just because it's got quite a lower number of ratings compared to some of these. So All the Dangerous Things, oh, that's very high. Anything over 100,000 I think is probably going to be in there, so I'm going to include this. I actually already read this as part of a book club that I'm in, and I did enjoy it, so I'm happy to put that one in the top 10, because that means another one that I don't have to read. That would be absolutely lovely for it to be in there. But yeah, I think the other one was like a Waterstones Thread of the Month, so I think it had more hype around it, but I didn't realize this had over 100,000 ratings, so I definitely think this will pull through. And I think a lot of people liked A Flicker in the Dark. I preferred this one, but I think people that have read A Flicker in the Dark might vote for that. Then we've got this one, which is What Lies in the Woods by Kate Alice Marshall. I think 76,000 is quite high, but I believe we saw this on Book of the Month earlier. I might have remember seeing it, so I think I'm going to pop this one in there. I'm going to actually pop it in the top 10, I think. And yeah, I think this might do quite well, and I'm excited to read this if it does make it in there. So that's going in the top 10. So we've got 4 spaces left in the top 10 and 6 spaces left in the top 20, so we're still going quite well. I think we're not running out of too much space. This one, again, quite a high rating, and anything over a 4 I think is pretty solidly high, and 45,000 is quite a lot. I think this author also has some name recognition from her Dial A for Auntie series. I believe that was pretty popular, so I think she's got like good name recognition and stuff like that. So I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna put it tentatively in the top 10 actually. Like, I think this could get some votes, though I'm filling out the top 10 very quickly. Then we've got The Maid's Diary by Loreth Ann White. I think this is free on Audible and on Kindle, so I believe that might be kind of pushing the ratings up a little bit, like just the amount of readership. I guess that's the word I'm looking for that I haven't said at all. Readership, not amount of ratings, that's what I mean. And this is pretty high, so I'm going to include this, but in the bottom half, because I haven't heard too many people talking about it online, if that makes sense. And again, I've not heard of the author. I don't think it's a debut because it says a different book on there, like on the top, like from the author of, but I am still going to pop that on that one. And then I Will Find You by Harlan Coben. Yeah, 4.2 is pretty high. I think he's been on the awards previously, so yeah, I'm going to pop him on 51,000. I don't want to put him in the top, but like, I have actually heard of this one, so I feel like I might have to put him in the top 10, even though I don't want to, because I don't want to read like I think it's like crime vibes. Anyway, I will put it on there anyway, and we'll put it here. So now I'm going to go through the best mystery thriller from last year, see if anyone's had a new release. There is a sequel to The Maid, but I don't think that comes out in time. We already spoke about these. Oh, Ruth Ware, how did I forget you? Okay, 0 Days by Ruth Ware. I think she might get on there with that one because I believe that's been reasonably popular. And she's got the name recognition. I think she's been on a lot of previous awards. 3.68 isn't very high, but 41,000, I think that's okay. Like, I think she might get on there. The It Girl was on there. How many, what were the ratings? That had 193,000 ratings, but I do think the mystery thriller vibes, like the nominees, push it up slightly. So I am going to put the 0 Days on there. I think she might get votes for name recognition, so I am going to pop her. God, I'm filling up this side of it really quickly. This is where it gets difficult. Okay, I'll put that one there. We will see how it all turns out. Okay, next up, Gillian McAllister has had a new release this year, but it does not have anywhere near the same hype that Wrong Place, Wrong Time did, because that was a Reese's Book Club pick. This has only got 16,000, and I did see a book with 9,000 like ratings now from the list last year, so that would have definitely been inflated since then. But I just don't think this is going to be on there because there's been so many big releases this year, so I don't think, unfortunately, that is going to make the cut, although I do have it, so I would love it to be on there. I don't think Simone St. James has come out with anything recently. Yeah, nothing in 2023 from her. We've already got Alice Finney, we've already got Frida McFadden, Lisa Jules on there, and I don't think these people will have other nominations. So now for 2021, I don't think Laura Dave's come out with anything that I've heard of. Stephen King. Here is why I'm absolutely terrified to do this video, because Stephen King has released multiple books this year, but one of them is called Holly, and it is in the like series for, oh god, I'm not gonna be able to look through, I'll just have to look it up. It's in the Holly Give Me series. Basically, this is shelved as horror, fiction, thriller, mystery, right? So it could be horror, but the rest of the books in the series are all thrillers. Mr. Mercedes won the mystery thriller previously, Finders Keepers came second, End of Watch won, The Outsider won, and then If It Bleeds was novellas. So I'm interested to see whether what The Outside, that's also shelved as horror first, but was in the thriller category. End of Watch is also shelved as horror first, so I think it might be on there, which means I have to read, like, it's the 6th book in the series, I have to read 5 books by, like, during the Goodreads Choice Awards, like 5 extra books. So that is what's troubling to me. I am, because if he gets in there as well, he might win because he's got such good name recognizability. I think I'm gonna put this here for now because that is my like final top 10, but I think I might have to do some swappage out. Ashley Audrain does have a new book actually. She has The Whispers. It's got 3.88 and 34,000 ratings. I've not heard too many people talking about it. Oh, Sherry Lapina as well has had another one that's got more ratings and a higher, like, average rating. So I'm going to include that one definitely because I know she's very popular. I feel like this one was so much harder to pick than the romance one. I feel like I kind of figured out which ones were going to be where very easily, like it wasn't a difficult decision for me. The Whispers, oh yeah, I think it might make it on there, so I'm going to put that maybe in this side though, because I don't know again as if it has like that readership and that voting power the way that the other ones kind of do. So I'm going to put you here. Next, what else did we have for the year previously? Leanne Moriarty, Rachel Hawkins, Alice Feeney, etc, etc. I don't know if Colson Whitehead's got a new book out. 2023 Crook Manifesto. Okay, 6,000. Okay, I don't think that's going to make it in there. That's not a lot of ratings. Then we've got, did Rachel Hawkins come out with, like, was it The Villa this year? Maybe. Has she come out with one this year? Oh no, she has. Oh yeah, she did. The Villa. Okay, 66,000. I think that might make it on there then. So I'm going to pop her in this second half. And there was another one that I'd heard of. I only heard it in the other 2 prediction videos. It was by this author, S.A. Crosby. I believe they have, yeah, this one. Oh, that's a very high average rating. And 23,000 isn't that bad, so I'm going to pop that in as well. But I'm going to pop it in on this side because I don't think 23,000 is all that many. So I've got 1 spot left. Absolutely lovely. I love that for me. And I still need to go through Book of the Month. Okay, so I'm going to look up the Book of the Month and look at it month by month and just have a look at all the previous books and browse by month. So thriller When I'm Dead, early release, so I don't think that will be on there. Contemporary fiction thriller The Stranger Upstairs, I've not heard of. Is it 3.56, 11,000? I don't think that's going to be on there. Legal thriller, I don't think that'll be on there. It's difficult. Thriller, none of this is true. Yes, already got that one on there. Dark Corners by Megan Golding. Oh, it's the second book in a series. 15,000, 3.86. Oh, I don't think that's gonna be on there. Okay, I'm just having to make like cutthroat decisions now. She started it 3.59. I think that's a bit low. I think it's a bit low. What else have we got for Thriller? The Last Word by Taylor Adams. That's why I definitely think that's gonna be on there. Only the Survivors by Megan Miranda. The Only Survivors, sorry, not the Only the Survivors. That's a bit low, but it has got 41,000, so I'll keep that as an option, I guess. Other thrillers, The Soulmate by Sally Hepworth. 3.84 and 88,000. Okay, I think this is definitely making it more than Only the Survivors. Any more thriller? The Writing Retreat, I think, has got less than 3.5 stars, which is very sad. What Lies in Other Words, that's why I think that will be on there. And then we've got December last year, All the Dangerous Things. And then November last year we had The Last Party, but I've heard nothing about that, and that's had a year. So I think I'm going to add in The Soulmate by Sally Hepworth, and I think that might be our last spot. And I kind of don't want to look into anything too much more because I feel like I'm going to find more stuff and I'm going to psych myself out. So this is my final list, I guess. What do I think is going to win? I really don't want Stephen King to win. I just don't want him to win. I think None of This Is True, The Last Devil to Die, and Stephen King will be in the top like spots. I'm gonna put None of This Is True as my winner because I think this has been very, very popular this year as an individual thriller. I don't know whether I am correct there at all, but I'm gonna put that one as the #1 top one, and then I'm gonna have this top 4 as my other top 4, I think, because I think they have a very high chance of getting up there. The ones on this side, I think overall I'm very, very pleased with this. Looking at this list, like, I'd be happy to read almost everything on here. So yeah, overall I'm pretty pleased with myself. I think I've done a good job. Let me know what you guys think of my choices. If you guys have any other, you know, ones that I've missed, anything else, then do let me know. And yeah, I'm really excited to do this video when the nominees get announced and read all of them. I love, it's my favourite time of the year, is like GOODREADS Choice Awards season. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to give it a like down below, hit subscribe, turn on the bell, join a little club, and then turn on all notifications. Then you'll be notified every single time I post a new video. If you watch one of my other videos, there'll be 2 on the screen now to pick from, as well as a linked up in the cards from earlier. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!